Hey, what's happening, guys? Hope you're having an incredible day. I got a question in after one of my videos asking about this chart, what it stood for, what's it really mean. Well, I use it as a reminder to celebrate every achievement, to recognize every advancement, because often we don't. And let me just go through this real quick, and maybe some of it will click for you. You'll see where you have been at times. Maybe it will free you a little bit, or maybe it'll make things worse. I don't know. But basically, this is it. This black line represents what's expected. So when we plan, we tend to plan very linear. We plan in a straight line, and we plan in a nice even rising factor, and that's kind of what we expect. And even though I drew two other lines that are straight as well, it never is, right? Usually it goes something like this. And we rise and fall and we dip and we go all over the place, and that's just the way success is, or achievement is, or anything that requires us to be elevated above the level that we already are. So we've got that expectation that's set. If we come in below it, if we come in below our expectation, we get discouraged. We feel like we're a failure. We feel like we didn't do what we were supposed to. So if we said that we were going to lose 10 pounds and we lost 6, well, we feel like we didn't really reach that goal. We feel like we failed. Even though we gained some ground, we're disappointed because we've got this gap in between what we expected and where we actually landed. Now, fortunately, on the opposite side, if we decided we were going to lose 10 and we lost 12 or 15 or 16, we end up on the green line and we're elated. So we got the gap of being elated and we're excited about that. And somebody says, man, you look great. Yeah. I set a goal to lose 10 pounds, ended up losing 16. It's crazy. I don't know what happened. We feel really good about that. Whereas if it was the opposite, we're like, wow, yeah, I set a goal to lose 10, I lost 6. They'd be like, 6, that's incredible. Yeah, whatever. We're beat down about it. So discouragement and then elation. But what we really need to focus on more than, to me, anything else, is the achieved growth. So that even up to the bottom level of the discouragement, you've achieved growth. If you get all the way to the level that you wanted to in expectation, you've achieved growth. And if you get to elated, you've certainly achieved growth. But that's what that whole gap represents. So that even if you get discouraged and you feel like you didn't reach the goal that you had set, guess what? You're so much ahead of where you were. Because over time, you grow. Your results grow. Your results grow over time. And if we can focus on that, then even the small achievements, even the little things, the things that we didn't hope for, but we ended up with, is still ahead of where we were, and we need to celebrate that. It doesn't mean that we get satisfied. Sometimes we get confused and feel like, well, if I celebrate, it means that I'm satisfied with it. No, it doesn't. It means that if you plan for 10 and lost 6, you realize what it takes to lose 6. You found that out. You discovered it. You didn't know that before, but now you know it. Now, if you lose 16, you're suddenly like, wow, I had no idea it was going to do that. And now you've discovered how to lose 16. So look at your expectation, which is fine, and you may hit it. If you come in below it and you're discouraged or you're disappointed, that's fine too. At least you know how to do something better now, and you still have that achievement growth in there. And then if you're elated, that's awesome. Fantastic. Celebrate that even more if you want to. But the real key is that we're recognizing all along the way that whatever our standard is, whatever our expectation is, number one, it's just an estimate. There's no way to know if we're going to hit that exact number unless we've done this over and over and over again. I say number, it could be, anything. And then the other thing to realize is not only is that an experiment, that we've got to track that, because it's just an estimate, we track it, and now we have something that's real. Before, we estimated 10 pounds, and now we know it's 6 pounds, or now we know it's 16 pounds. Regardless, we end up with greater knowledge that can then be duplicated, and anytime that we want to produce that result, we've now got the evidence of what it takes. Evidence of results in action. As always, success is not an accident. Be blessed.